Hello everybody, this is Janice and I am here to share and show you how I made this card. I am really loving this card. It's got lots of sparkle and shine. So let's get started. First of all, the idea for this background here came from Sandy from Operation Right Home. Operation Right Home has a YouTube channel. If you're interested in getting involved, that's a great place to go. She does a great show once a week over there, and this was the first one that I made. No, let me back up. Yeah, this is the first one I made after I saw her video on how to make this background, and there's several different variations. I just love it. So I got the idea for the background, and I got the idea for this little flag with the snowman on it from her video as well. However, the card here is cut from a Cricut cartridge. The Birthday Bash Cricut cartridge on the button with the llama has this card base here, and I really liked it, so that's where I got that from. Okay, so, and then the layer, this embossing folder is a Sizzix Snowflakes embossing folder. I think I got it, I probably got it last Christmas on clearance or something. Let me get my cards out of my Cricut here. Forgot that part. Sorry about that. And then we're going to also create our own snowflake background with an assortment of assortment of stamps that I have in my collection. I'm sure you have an assortment as well. If you're wondering, I cut that at 5.5 inches so that it can be, you know, close to a standard size card. If you look and compare, it's just a little bit bigger here, but it will still fit in my invitation envelopes that I get from Walmart. So what I did with my little score buddy was I put this end, I put it up against the corner there, and the scallops on the outside, and then I went here to 4 1/4 and just scored it there. And this paper is nothing really that fancy. I believe this is paper I got from Michael's on clearance. It was Wausau paper. Not as thick as paper tray ink, but thicker than the Recollections. It is 110 pound. Okay, so this is basically the layout or the sketch of the card right here. There's one layer for stamping here, and that happens to be 2.5. It's 2.5 by 4, and then I cut this dark blue at 2 9/16 by 4 1/16 because I really wanted it to be just a smidge bigger to give a nice little border. And then this little banner is just a 1.5 piece of the same cardstock by 3, and then I cut a little flag. And there, dovetail, I don't know what you want to call it. And then this turquoisey paper is from a Cape Cod paper pack from Recollections, the 9.5 by 11. And I cut this at 4 1/8 by 5 3/8 so that it could fit on this part of the card with a little tiny border of white all around it. So there is that. Then I found a little scrap piece of orange, and I cut this 1.5 inches high, and then I took my little scallop border punch and I lined up the border. I wanted, you know, even scallops, so I flipped it over so I could see what I was doing. Okay, and so that's that. So let's go ahead and put this together here. Here's my piece that I ran through the embossing folder, and I'm just butting up this end over here. That's not really what I was going for, but it works. Oh, I forgot one more detail. I'm using my Picket Fence Distress Stain. I don't know if you could pick it up on the video, but it does have kind of a white, snowy, frosty look. Oops. And so all we do for this is just kind of get it started over here. And just lightly, we just want to get the tops of the embossed areas. If you get it on the background, no big deal. It's a handmade card. And it's not supposed to be perfect, no matter what anybody tells you, including me. So the less you try to fuss over something, the better. I think it's just more fun that way. And I'm talking to myself because I can be fussy at times. Persnickety. Okay, and so you can just add as much of this as you want. I like that it doesn't dry super white. It's just, I really like that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and attach this layer. Now, the card idea, when I said Sandy from Operation Right Home, it's not on, the idea is not on the Operation Right Home channel. It's on her own personal, was it on her personal? Oh, it was a Hero Arts one that she did last week. She did it for Hero Arts. So, okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and prepare this little banner piece right here because it does have a little bit of drying time. What we want to do is take our little snowman, which I can't remember if this was a recollection set that I got last year. I'm not sure where I got him. I'm so sorry. Can't tell you that. Before I stamp him, I want to stamp my little Be Merry, which also came from one of those little teeny tiny dollar stamps. I think from Joann's from a while back. Okay, so there's the Be Merry, and this is VersaFine Onyx Black. I'm just going to get this. This ink works really well with these lower quality polymer stamps. Okay, and this is what I got from Sandy. This was the idea I got from her. And then we need to stamp him again. Let me clean my head off here so I don't get ink, black ink, on something I don't want. And then we're going to goes over there. We need a little white scrap piece because we need him stamped over here for his body. That is just for the sake of not having to cut his arms out and the little tiny stars. And then here we just want his body. And then I'm going to clean my stamp off because I want to paper piece him a little bit. I just want his scarf out of a different color. Just got my scrubber here. And I'm using my Ancient Page waterproof dye ink pad, and this is the turquoise color. And all I want really is his scarf. So we'll stamp him down here. Okay. And we have to do a little bit of glittering and a little bit of coloring. So I'm going to do a part 2, probably a part 3 as well. So stay tuned to see me prepare these pieces. Thanks for watching.